the other festival. Oh, yeah, no. There's not a late notice with that email. Yeah, you know, I guess it's like with the last minute callback. Behind you.
You realize that there's
Car behind you.
yeah. Made in New Hampshire. The speaker is a dangerous person. He's bad for New Hampshire, and I want to let him know what I think of him.
You are ruling New Hampshire.
Thank you for
I
calling.
serve New Hampshire.
Thank you for calling me
You
a
don't know the
pig.
difference. I didn't call you a
Yeah,
pig.
you did. You did. You called him a pig. You called him when you called me one.
Liar.
I thank you for
I'm
that.
calling you a liar. I did not call you a pig.
Thank you.
Move on. I didn't call you a pig. I didn't call you a pig.
Okay.
I call you a liar because I didn't call you a pig.
I'll take
You
that.
guys are ruining New
I'll take
Hampshire.
that as a compliment.
We're serving New Hampshire. You rule New Hampshire.
People like you,
Let's go in the
the
taxpayers.
overspender.
I said he's ruining New Hampshire, and that a lot of people know he's ruining New Hampshire. A lot of Republicans agree he's ruining New Hampshire. And he and his Baldessaro got right up in my face. A woman assaulted, and he said he's saving New Hampshire from what I've done to New Hampshire.
You know, it's myths and deception and like sound bites that people buy into, and I think if you sit down and talk with people who have opposing views, you realize that we have some of the very same things that we're concerned about. My parents were both union members. You know, I worked in a factory one time and I thought, oh my God, how can people work so hard like this without having rights, you know?
Go.
We need to let these people know that we are not going to let them ruin our state.
He's, I think he's doing a service to New Hampshire. So I want to be a part of letting him know that.
His heavy-handedness and how he's handling the House and making him go the way that he wants to be. And that's against the middle class, and he's destroying the state.
Speaker O'Brien has violated many of the long traditions of the New Hampshire House in terms of process, as well as leading the charge in the assault against working people and middle-class people in New Hampshire by supporting a number of bills that are totally antithesis of what the state of New Hampshire has stood for and the legislature has stood for a number of years. And we're just here to let people know that there's opposition to the O'Brien agenda, and hopefully next year we can turn him and his friends out of office.
I could hardly stay away. O'Brien is trying to change New Hampshire to fit his extreme right-wing views, and that doesn't go over well with me at all. He's trying to kill collective bargaining. He's trying to put the tax burden on the middle class, and in every way he's just totally wrong. I could hardly stay home in bed when this was going on.
Well, I'm appalled by the Speaker's policies. I think he's small-minded.
I think he's rather delusional. I'll give you one example. When he talks about the best form of welfare that every citizen can get is a job, that's a great sentiment. We got some beeping on here. It's a great sentiment if you can have a job, but there's a whole segment of the population that actually can't have a job and needs some help, and I think we're forgetting about those people.
It's just gone too far. I, like everyone else, have other things to do and places to be, but I can't just sit home and see what this Congress is doing. It's hurting people, it's hurting the elderly, it's hurting young people, it's destroying opportunity, and it's hurting the state. And it's just, I'm here to just show my support for the Democrats and my disgust for the Republican legislature.
I think that he is totally undemocratic. I won't go beyond that, but his own people need to censure him. Take Matt Quant, who's a Republican rep from Exeter. He threw him off a committee for disagreeing with him.
I don't like what he's doing in New Hampshire. He's trying to change so many things that I strongly believe in, like, you know, the high school dropout rate.
Yeah. I was going to say something we're talking about history and public employees unions.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's a good guy. He's not a bad guy. Did you hear what I just said about him? He's not a bad guy. You know, he's acts on his heart, and I respect that.
I'm firmly behind the right to work law, and I believe that what they're doing down there is restoring fiscal sanity to New Hampshire.
Well, it's always a sunny day when you can get out and protest what the Republican Party is doing to the people of New Hampshire. They don't care at all about people who are poor, people who are working people, people who with disabilities, women. None of those people count. The only people who count to them are the millionaires and billionaires who give them money. So we have to stand up to the bully.